So I hardly ever record myself cooking. So tonight I will be recording a brief video of how I cook. So right now, normally I do my rice last, but sometimes I just don't like how long it takes. It's time to cover it up because what I did, since I'm only cooking for myself tonight, I take a measuring cup and I boil 1 cup of water. 1 cup of water, and when that boils, I add in a half a cup of rice. My mama always taught me, like when I'm cooking for like me, her, and my brothers, to boil 2 cups of water and 1 cup of rice, which is a good bit of rice actually. Okay, now what I'm doing now is now that I had let that my rice, I always boil my rice with the lid uncovered and on high for like about 1 minute just to get it started so the water can start absorbing fast. And then I cover it up and reduce the heat to like simmer or two. Probably simmer because you don't want to overcook it because I hate when my rice sticks to the bottom of the pot. I'd rather it have like a little moist and wetness left than be like dry because that's a waste of rice. And being that I'm only cooking for myself tonight, I am going to just go ahead and cut it on simmer. Now, as the rice is starting to cook, I'm going to start on. I'm also having sometimes I do like fresh veggies, like literally like you get to go buy them out of the store, and then sometimes I do canned veggies. Tonight I'm doing like French style green beans. I like green beans a lot, and this says no preservatives, no GMO, grown in the USA, no salt added. That I will be cooking over the stove on like in like a frying pan instead of like boiling it in a pot. I don't want to boil it. I want to simmer it, season it with some veggies like onions and garlic and a few seasonings. I'm also cooking. I got my chicken breast in the sink. It's dissolved now, not dissolved, defrosted. So I'm only cooking one, and this is the ones that were raised without any like antibiotics or growth hormones in it. My mom buys it for me because you know I'm a little picky about my meat, and it is dissolved. So I'm gonna clean it, and then I am going to season it really good and get it on the stove. Once that start cooking and it starts cooking really good, almost done, I'm gonna add in the like seasonings, more seasonings because I'm adding onions. So I'm gonna saute it after I clean it, and I'm gonna show you the video when I'm done with that. I'm gonna just press pause for now. Alright, I'm back now. I decided not to just start cooking it, you know, like I said I was. I'm gonna show you how I season my meat. So I have a cabinet full of different seasonings I could use, but in this case, I would like to use some spice. I use I really don't know, cayenne pepper. I always use that one because they say it's good for weight loss when mixed with like lime juice or lemon juice. I'm gonna use a little bit of lemon crystals because I like to give my food like a little dark taste. Some people use lemon pepper, which we have that. In this case, I don't want to use the lemon pepper for some reason. Not tonight. I am gonna be using the lemon crystals. That's what it says, but I think it's pretty much lemon salt. So I'm using the lemon, the hot stuff, the garlic, and I'm already adding onion, so I'm not going to use no onion powder tonight. Because you don't want to overdo anything. Like, I like something that I can pretty much taste everything in it. I don't want one thing that's overpowering it. And I'm not going to use garlic salt since I'm going to use real garlic in there. Just some jerk seasoning that I have, my mom bought, but I haven't opened it. But I want to try it just to give it like a meat taste, a carabin, whatever taste. And I'm about to season my meat. I already cleaned it. The way I clean and prepare for meat, especially like chicken when I'm gonna fry it or something, my mama always taught me to, when you cut the hot water on and you just rub your fingers with it, like, because if this salmonella stuff that might be on it, it's very slimy. You just make sure you take anything that feels slimy off of that. And me, I normally pick some of them fats off, but being that this one right here don't have any of that growth hormones, it's not much fat on this one. It's pretty lean. Matter of fact, it's about skinless, which is pretty good. But now I'm gonna go ahead and cut my stove on, and I'm gonna cut it not too high because I'm using some coconut oil to kind of sizzle my meat this time because I don't want to use vegetable oil. And coconut oil still is fatty, but I mean, like, everything, it says 100 calories, calories from fat 130. Like, it's fat in there. That's what it is. But I use the organic coconut oil for my hair, for my skin sometimes, and to cook with. And one thing about coconut oil with cooking, it do not take long to heat up. So I'm not even gonna cut my heat up to 6. I'm gonna cut it at 4.5. So I'm about to season these meats. Not these meats, this one meat. Hold on real quick. Because this is pretty unsanitary to even have your phone while you're cooking. So I'm going to rinse my hands off and put my phone down. And I'll pause it when I'm done seasoning. Just forget it. I'm going to show y'all. Because, like, this is very important because you don't want to have too much seasoning. Which seasoning really don't overpower it. It's really salt. I hardly ever, like, put salt on my chicken just because, like, I don't really put salt on it. I don't know why, but I do put flavor. Seasonings I call flavor because that's really what they are. It gives it a flavor. I'm going to start putting some coconut oil into the pan to heat that up because this seasoning process do not take long.